Sports on 6.
It's the end of an iconic era in Creighton athletics. After over 2 decades leading the volleyball program to places it had never been before, Kirsten Bernthal Booth has resigned as the Blue Jays head coach. It's a shocking development that seemingly came out of nowhere. Bernthal Booth is one of the most decorated coaches in Creighton history, with over 500 wins during her 22 years with the Blue Jays. The school says that she's resigning to pursue opportunities outside of coaching, but that she'll remain a resource for fundraising and outreach. Bernthal Booth led the program to 14 NCAA tournaments, including 4 Sweet 16s and 2 Elite Eights. In a statement, Bernthal Booth says in part, quote, "It has been the honor of a lifetime to coach so many remarkable women who have not only excelled on the court, but have also inspired me with their determination, character, and heart," end quote. For her full statement and plenty of other details, visit our First Alert 6 website. It doesn't take long for Creighton to fill its vacancy. Athletic Director Marcus Blossom announces that Brian Rosen will take over the program. He's been with the Jays since 2022, where they've put together an 88-13 record with him on the bench. Rosen also won the AVCA National Assistant Coach of the Year award in 2024.